back to another episode of Preacher Please, where I do whatever I please. And now we're jumping back into the world of Magic the Gathering Online Arena. And we're going to go into Bloomburrow Quick Draft, because that's the new, I keep forgetting the word for it, new season, new set. It's a new set. And we're having fun with it. There's the artist talents. I was like, where's the hover? When you cast a non-creature spell, you may discard a card if you draw a card. Non-creature spells cost you 1 less to cast. There's a Fireglass Mentor, which is pretty good. Trevor Rabbit's decent. Skyskipper Duo is alright. Target opponent exile the card from their hand. It's alright. Resist Negotiation. I go for the Talent or the Fireglass Mentor. We haven't actually done a good Lizard deck, so I kind of would like a Lizard deck. Trample. When it enters, choose a target creature. If that creature has 2 or less, or if you control another lizard, gain control of that creature until the end of the turn. Not that great. I would say we're going to go for the Fireglass Mentor at the beginning of your upkeep of your second main phase. If an opponent lost life this turn, exile top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them until the end of turn. You may play that card, which is pretty good. And Otters isn't necessarily something that we kind of avoid. That being said, let's have some fun. Yeah, we're giving up a Fireglass Mentor, but let's have some fun. Alright, Mabel's Metal is decent, especially for the red-white deck, because it targets. Target creature gets +2/+1, and then the 2 villages. The villages aren't that great. 3 villages. The villages aren't that great because they can only be spent mana to cast, so it's only red mana for a creature spell. Target lizard, mouse, otter, or raccoon you control gets +1/+0 and gains haste until the end of turn. So it's alright if you have the target deck, but let's just do Mabel's Metal. I think Trevor Rabbit is decent. Soothsayer is decent. Kind Spark Duo is good because if a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a player, or permanent you control deals damage +2 instead. So this is actually kind of really good for it, but I'm going to go with Mabel's Metal to keep us open to the Valiant deck, which is mice. Mice or otters is the plan. Here is the mouse. Speaking of the beginning of your combat turn, on your turn, target creature you control against +X/0. X is Brambleguard's Captain's Power. Brambleguard Captain's Power. This is great. Anticipate exile the top card of your library, and so next turn you may play that card. It's alright. Do 6 damage to target creature and 2 damage to one target creature. It's pretty good. But we're going to go with the Brambleguard's Captain. We had a come get it as well. Whenever one or more non-creature, non-land permanents you control enter. This actually kind of do well if you can get the buffs on it. But Rapid Response has just been such a good finisher. Junkyard, never expend 4. Junkyard gets +2/+1 until the end of turn. It's alright. It's either Rapid Response, Junkyard, Junk Blade, Bruiser, or the Talent. Talent's okay, but it really requires you to have a lot of non-creature, non-land permanents, which I don't know that we'll do. We'll take the Rapid's Response because it's got decent. Wildfire Howl is the AoE. Deals 2 damage to each creature. If it gives us promise instead, it deals 1 damage to any target and 2 damage to any creature. I think this is a pretty good addition to our deck. Raccoon Rallier is also very good. Actually, Raccoon Rallier might be better because it always gets a tap activation for. This one's for the damage matters. If you do damage, then you get +1/+1 counter on it. Wildfire's Howl is pretty good, especially in this type of format, but it deals 2 damage to each creature, so it also does damage to your own. That's why I'll go with the Rallier. Having targetable is very important. Carrot Cake is decent. Head of the Homestead is decent. Tempest Angler is decent. Gossip's Talent is not in my reach. Conduct Electricity is... Oh, hello, Racker01. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. We are now constructing our deck. We're playing Bloomburrow Quick Draft. So, Carrot Cake is pretty good. Head of the Homestead is pretty good. Tempest Angler is pretty good. Tempest Angler keeps us open to the Otter deck, and it gets a +1/+1 counter every time you cast a non-spell, which I kind of like. It's a 3-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, 5-drop. For a 5-drop, it's okay, and it's only if we go in the token deck. So I think I'll go with the Tempest Angler because we can use double red to cast it. Nothing in this deck that is good for us. Hidden Grotto Hunters. Hidden Grotto is okay. It's not. It's my least favorite of the fixing because to get a mana of any color, you really have to add one more mana on top of it. Seaport Squire enters or attacks target creature you control without flying, gets +1/+1 until the end of the turn. This is a good way of targeting, but we really need something that benefits from the target. Whenever you gain life or lose life, oh, Raccoon Rallier here is pretty good. The Bell's alright, but Raccoon Rallier is just so good in this target deck. We really need a way to generate. We need mice. We have all the setup for mice, but we don't have the mice. Enters if the creature's power 2 or less. We can try this. I don't think it's going to be played in our deck, but we can try it. Handspark Duo works well with our talent. Crumb and Get It is a very good trick. We might get this, but unlikely. Not for our deck. Mabel, Mainfold Mouse. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target mouse you control gains your choice of double strike or trample. We have all the setup for Valiant, but we need the payoff, and we're gonna take it. We're missing out on a Kindle Spark Duo, which we already have one. The Village is alright. Take Out the Trash is pretty good, but this is. We really need mice. We're going heavy on the mice activation, but Take Out the Trash is also pretty good. But Take Out the Trash might wheel. Rockface Village might wheel. Teapot Slinger might wheel. Also Teapot Slinger when you expend 4. Teapot Slinger deals 2 damage to each opponent, which works really well with our Damage Matters deck. But do I want to have a consideration for taking Teapot Slinger over Manifold Mouse? I don't know. I'm gonna go all in on the mice and hope that we get some of the Valiant mice abilities. Strike Force is fantastic because we have a lot of buffs for Strike Force. Bard Knight. That being said, Bramble Captain gives it a benefit. Manifold Mouse does not. It's only for a mice deck. But what are we losing out on? A Mentor. A Nettleguard's pretty good. This discarded target player discards draws 2 card. If the gift is promised, target creature you get control gets +2/+0. But we'll go with the Strike Force. Crumb and Get It is decent. Otter Wizard. Heartfire Hero. Valiant. There we go. Becomes a target to spell or ability for the first time. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. When Heartfire Hero dies, it deals damage equal to its power. This is perfect. This is what we were looking for. We went all in on mice, and we are getting rewarded. Sonar Strike is a nice. Okay, so this is removal. I think we have enough. Target creature gets a plus trample until the end of the turn. Also gets +1/+0 if you control a mouse. Draw a card. This is a pretty good trick, but Sonar we're lacking on removal at the moment, so we're gonna go with Sonar Strike. I think it's 4 damage attacking blocking creature. Yeah, I think it's just we need some removal. Flowerfoot Swordmaster Mouse. Valiant. Whenever this creature becomes a target or spell or ability you control for the first time, mice you control gets +1/+0 until the end of the turn. Very good. And we're missing out on a Bravekin Duo. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Coruscation Mage. Raccoon Rallier, type 3, but no, we need the activation for sure. Dewdrop Cure. We have, if we look at our spread, we're pretty heavy on the earlies, and this is for mana value 2 or less, so it's 1, 2, 3. It's only creatures, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 creatures so far. Anything else that we want to take out? Reptilian, no. Deals 1 damage to each. We'll do the Dewdrop Cure and hope for more mice. Kind Spark Duo is alright here. Steampath Charger is also good. The Duo or the Charger? I think if we're going small, I think we're going small and benefits. So I'll take the Steam Charger over the Duo. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, untap Kindle Spark Duo. Yeah, this goes well with our talent, but this goes well with our Might of the Meek and the benefits. And Dewdrop. Yeah, I think we're more rushy, minion-y. Veteran Guard Mouse, Valiant Mouse. Whenever Veteran Guard Mouse becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time, it gains +1/+0 first strike until the end of the turn. This is exactly what we're looking for. Uncharted Haven's a good fixing, but Rockface Village in this time. Target lizard, mouse, or otter, or raccoon you control gets +1/+0 and has haste until the end of the turn. I think this is pretty good. It's activatable. We have a lot of minions, so we're giving up on this T-Spot and Kindle Spark Duo, but that's fine. We just need 1 or 2 more. Oh, additional cost of spell. Discard a card. Target player draws 2 cards. If the gift was promised, target creature gains +2/+0 until the end of turn. It's pretty good in our deck. We have a lot of playables. This is probably not going to get played. Might of the Meek is fantastic for wheeling. Target creature gets plus trample until the end of the turn. It also has +1/+0 if you control a mouse. Draw a card. Very good. We have so far. Hello. We have so far a very good. Ooh, Starfall Invocation. There we go. We didn't take the AOE. The 2 damage to all fire. We got the better reward, but is this better? Haste. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, Heartborn Battler deals 2 damage to target opponent. Well, also very good. But I think we do Starfall Invocation because we are a very early deck, mostly early. Seaport Squire is good. Ramble Bard Captain is also good. Rabbit Response might be cut. I'm not sure. But yeah, Starfall Invocation is double white as well, so it's a bit difficult whenever Thesodon targets. This is also pretty good in our deck because whenever it attacks, untap target, it still targets the Valiant creatures. Here's more draw, but the Starfall Invocation is just too good to come back from decks. Nelguard is pretty good. War Squeak is pretty good. Enchant creatures target. One War Squeak enters target opponent kind. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1, has haste. It's pretty good. Valiant. Whenever a Whisker becomes a target of a spell you control for the first time, each turn you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. It's okay as it's a good cycle. But I think War Squeak or Nettleguard, I've grown really a fan of Nettleguard because there's some of the talents that like just shut out the game if you don't have them. So having a Nettleguard is pretty good. Is War Squeak going to wheel? We're gonna hope the War Squeak wheels, because it's also a mouse, which is pretty good. Becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time. It gets +0/+2 until the end of the turn, which also is, I think it's just better. We have enough activators. War Squeak is great, but having a mouse that gets rid of enchantment, sacrifice it to destroy a target or artifact or enchantment is still good. There's the Wildfire Howl, but in this case, I don't think we need it. Whenever you expend 4 target creature you control, gains +1/+1 against trample to the end of the turn. This is very good for our deck. Ooh, another Valiant. Another Nettleguard. No, I think 1 Nettleguard is enough. Having a 3-drop, because our 3-drops are looking interesting. Yeah, we have a lot of... yeah, we're giving up the Howl. I don't think we need the Howl, considering that we have the Starfall Invocation, which is just better than the Howl. But this duo is pretty good, because when you expend 4, creature you control gets +1/+1 trample, so it's another way of activation, and it's a 3-drop that's good, decent. Whenever it becomes a target spell, draw, or first time, if you do, draw a card. This is a good way to cycle through bad cards. Rabbit Response, we don't need a second one. Valley Rally. Gift a food creature you control get +2/+0 until the end of turn. If the gift was promised, target creature you control gains first strike until the end of turn. I think it's pretty good. Is this better than... Yeah, I think this is better than Rabbit Response, because it's cheaper than Rabbit Response, doesn't require double white. So now we put Rabbit Response here. Crumb and Get It is a good trick, and a good way of activating. We're lacking on removal, but we have all the buffs in the world. Thistledown is pretty good. Valiant, we already have a Valiant. But they're both mice, so they both get the mouse benefits. 3 for 3. Do we want the draw, or do we want... Let's just take a Thistledown. We already have Water Scribes. We have too many playables in our hands, which is kind of funny. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell or auto spell, you may exile the top card of your library until the end of the turn. You may play that. Nettle Guard versus Water Scribe. I think I'll take another Nettle Guard, because we have one of each, right? We have a Whisker Quill Scribe and Nettle Guard. But these are tongue twisters. Like, this is just a challenge. It's either this or this. They're both Valiant. I think we take the Nettle Guard. This just performs so well. I don't think we need another Thistledown. Scarab's Ruse to draw 2 cards. If the gift was promised, you target creature you gained. I don't think we're going to do any of these. Then maybe the Brew, because we might have too many playables. Warsqueak Wield, which is fantastic. Wildfire Howl Wield. I mean, we'll just take the rare. Okay, we have a lot of cuts to make, but we have a very synergistic deck, so I'm feeling good about it. I think that it'll all come together. No, not really. Yeah, so let's see how we're doing. Creature, I mean, we're definitely getting rid of that. Seafoot Squire is pretty good. Brumblebard Captain. Our late game is kind of limited, so we're no longer doing the Kind Spark duo. That being said, does our talent make much sense? Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, I think it's just too much. And we have already... We're really lacking on removal, but we have a lot of abilities. Valley Rally. We need to cut 2 more cards. Starfall Invocation is pretty good. Steampath Charger, I guess, is the weakest one. Raccoon Rallier is very good for activating the Valiants. We didn't get the Heartfire Hero is the best. Flowerfoot Swordmaster, Nettle Guards, Manifold Mouse. So we just need to make 1 more cut. Crumb and Get It is super important because A, it gives +2/+2 for a creature for cheap, and it can make them invulnerable. Thistledown Player. Now we kind of need our 3 drops. You drop Cure is to return. Valley is very important. And it's an instant as well. And it can give him first strike. Sonar Strike is good. Maybe the draw is a bit weak. I don't know. Maybe the Thistledown Player. No, when it attacks, you can untap target creature. I like the Strike Force because we have a lot of buffs. Maybe the Thistledown Players is the weakest. Everything else is looking pretty good. You drop Q, Value Q. Sazakap's Brew is our only card draw. We kind of need it. You might want to plug in your PC. Sure. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. There you go. She plugged. Raccoon Rallier is pretty good. Manifold Mouse, Offspring at the beginning of your combat turn. Mouse you control gains your choice of double strike or trample until the end of turn. I think it's just pretty good. Double Nettle Guard might be too much. But no, I think Thistledown Player. We have a lot of targets, and we have our late game targets. Yeah, I think I'll give up the Thistledown player. Everything else is essentially we're a rush deck with an emergency kill everything. Yeah, looks good. I kind of want to have the same number of planes as I do mountains. We don't really have that double red. We just have a double white, but I think it's okay. I still kind of want. We have so much red that I don't want to miss out on planes. I know that having a double white means that you should have a double planes, but I think 8/8 and the Rockface Village sounds pretty good. And the Rockface Village has a way of targeting anyway, so I think we're done. Let's give it a go. Give it a whirl. And I'd like to take this currently waiting time to ask upon you, my viewer, how you doing? You doing okay? Hope you're well. Life can be rough sometimes, so I'm sending you some good jujus. And off we are. We have one of each. We have a Swordmaster, which offspring is 3. Dewdrop Q is a bit difficult. You go first. There's mice you control get +1/+0. Keep 7. I kind of don't want to play it immediately, or do I? I mean, I think it's, first of all, it's a keep, because we have one of each mana. But the question is, do we play the Flowerfoot's Swordmaster or not? I think we don't, because we don't have that many. We just need one more mana. Okay, Offspring. At the beginning of the combat, target monster control gains this. We play it without the Offspring. Double strike. We need a mana. We need a mana. We need a mana. We had a 50-50 chance to draw it on the second turn. We did not. What did he mow? What did he get? Yeah, unfortunately we did not. Next. Double strike. We really need a mana. We really needed to draw one then. We missed 50-50, we missed 50-50, we missed 50-50. And he's popping off, he's doing all the things that he needs to. And we put a permanent among those cards, among those milled. Hunter's Talent is important. Pass. My turn. Mana, please. Oh, for the love of God. I need to just do this just because I need to draw a card. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Double strike. And turn. If we get one more mana, it would be pretty good, but at least now we can play the 3. Resolve. Resolve. I kind of want to keep the crumb and get it. And then, wait, yeah, I don't need to gift the food because he just doesn't do enough damage. Perfect. The beginning of combat, target creature gets +X+0, where it's, I think, yeah, Brambleguard Captain is pretty good. You have to jump block. Oh, you're not jump blocking? You're just taking 6. Sir, I do not recommend that. Let's go. Mice for the win. I wanted to build a good mouse deck, and we finally got one. Rank up as well. Silver team 1. Can we break into gold? I've never gotten past silver, but we're finally in a place where we can do this. I think our main quest was black or white, but yeah, a rush mouse deck. We just need to not get mana screwed or not get mana flooded. So really the mulligan is where we win or lose, because as long as we get a nice curve out, then game over, I believe. And that's the one thing that I've been kind of struggling with lately, is learning how to mulligan properly, because sometimes I'm like, the hand looks good enough, why not? Alright, unfortunately this is a mulligan because we don't have a white source, so yeah, we are mulliganing. Yep, Nettle Guard, or Squeak, Raccoon Rallier, keep 6. Do we... Yeah, at this point we just pitch the mana, because we can play everything in our hand with 2 mana. Do we play the Rallier first, or... I think we do. Because then the Nettle Guard is going to be able to attack next turn anyway. Okay, no more lands, please. Because the Raccoon Rallier targets the Valiant, and then that way we get the benefit. You know what? I'll let you attack. I like the Rallier more than I... And you might have a trick up your sleeve, so... do we want to do anything other than what we're doing? Do we want to do double red, Might of the Meek? It's an instant, trample until the end of turn. Can't target creature your opponent. This is a bit later game. We'll do this because there's more. We target him. Do we want a Might of the Meek? Has +1/+0 next? I don't think so, because we'll save the activations for our following mice. +1/+3, so he's gonna have 5 health. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You use your trick. Good job. We really need yeah, we're off to a rough start. I think this Sazakap Sprue is going to be useful. Pass. My turn. Perfect. Okay, cool. So yeah, we Sazakap Sprue. We want to keep the 1 red source. No, we just do a Sazakap Sprue without the target player discard a card. Cool, Heartfire Hero is fantastic. Unfortunately, we don't have what we need. Put a +1/+1 counter on it, but we're not going to attack with it, of course not. No attacks, because we don't have a trick. We can give him a food and then get the +1 attack. Oh, Jesus Christ. Choose up to 5 words. You may put +1/+1 cards. It gains vigilance and trample until the end of turn. Choose an artifact. Destroy all permanents of the chosen type. Draw cards equal to the greatest power of creatures you own. Wow. He really went to draw. Bramblebard Captain is fantastic as a draw. He doesn't have any more mana, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, next. It's 2 damage either way. We keep the one with the bigger butt for defensive purposes. I could have hasted the Bramblebard Captain, but the Bramblebard Captain on defense is more important. The good news is we can War Squeak and really shut him out. Okay. I mean, Might of the Meek also gives trample. And again, +1/+1 and draw a card. Yeah, no blocks. Okay, alright. We can do Might of the Meek and Valley Rally or War Squeak. We don't need War Squeak because he's already down. Does he have... Yeah, you could have Scrum and get it, but still with Might of the Meek and Valley Rally we'll be able to trade, but he gets +1/+1. No, but we give the Bramblebard Captain hero, so it does it get first strike? No. Alright, next. All attacks. Next. Trample and draw a card. Do we want to... How much damage do we have? 6? 10? I think this is lethal, right? Yeah. Let's go! Let's go! Mice to the rescue. Mice to meet ya. Mice to meet ya. I mean, this is Bloomburrow. Synergy, synergy, synergy. Ooh. And is the fan pretty loud? Let's see what our Twitch sounds like. Yeah, the fan does sound it. Yeah, this is a keep for sure. We have Heartfire Hero, but we don't have a way of Valiant when this becomes... We have all the Valiants, but none of the activations. But nonetheless, are we playing the Heartfire Hero first? I think so. Would have been better to go first, but yeah, we did go first. I just wasn't paying attention. So we also can push 1 damage. Okay, Rallier is of course, I don't know, yep. Targeting that and putting the Shrike Force I think is pretty good. Let's just give him options of what to block. The good news is we get this as an activation. And gains +1/+0 and gains haste until the end of turn. We have a Crumb and Get It. Do we want to use the Crumb and Get It? We might. But we have multiple options. Do we want to Rock Face? Well, we're going to play the Rock Face Village anyway, because we're not drawing a card just yet. And then we can play the Nettle Guard and keep a white mana open. Oh, I could have done that anyway. We do this. Next, auto attack. Next. Yep. Target creature control gets +2/+0. That's how it goes. Zishara, hello. Hi, welcome to the channel. Nice to have you here. Don't tell my boss, but I'm streaming and playing games. And we are having a great time. This is a fast meta. And we have a very fast deck. Even we have the Artist Talent as the draft deck, but it's Might of the Meek. Can the mice get us to 7-0, our first 7-0 our way? Or are you supposed to be a worker now? Yes, but shh. Yeah, I know what I have to do for this week. I know the time that I can do it in. It's a bit chill. Not many people are at the office. It's a bit quiet. But I'll be in the office from tomorrow onwards, or essentially for 3 days. But how are you doing? Yeah, we have a 2-drop and we have a 4-drop. Keep 7. Yeah, not exactly the best. It is so hot today. Yeah, I've got the fan on. I'm not gonna bother showing you, but essentially the fan is on pretty wild. Nettle Guard or Whiskwater Tribe. I think we get the Nettle Guard on board. Crumb and Get It is a fantastic. We do this and we keep the Crumb and Get It open. Next, all attacks. Next, we're not going to use our trick. End turn. So Bramblebard Captain is very good, but we need a mana to do so. Resolve. Pass. My turn. We need a mana. Do we use Crumb and Get It? It's a pretty good trick. No, I think I'd rather use Sonar Strike, to be honest. Drop Cure. Turn 2 creatures with value mana 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. If the gift is promised, return 3 creatures. Because we have the Dewdrop Cure, I think just attacking is fine. Next, all attack. Next. Oh, okay. Do we want to cycle anything? I don't really see it, the point of it. And then targeted ability first. You may discard a card if you do draw a card. Yeah, okay. I'll discard the Seaprout Squire. And we get this. Fantastic. We didn't really have a play. We need to draw a mana to play. I think my bill would be too high if the AC runs the entire day. I've got a fan, not an AC, so the fan is a lot less costly. Blocks. We got the land, but I have a feeling that we are going to have to... Do we want to cycle or do we want to give it +3/+3? Or do we just... Captain? No, I don't think the captain... I think the captain actually makes sense. Let's think about this. If the captain plays, he gives him +2. This will be 5/3, which trades with him. Otherwise, we can make it a 3/3, which is kind of the same, to be honest. And then, yeah. Oh, okay, sure. That's fine. Yeah, we play the Bard Captain now. I mean, the +2 damage wouldn't have mattered because he double blocked anyway, so we just want to make use of our mana. Sure. Mabel's Metal is great. Next, all attacks. Next. No, I think I'll Sonar Strike and... If it was a trade, then I would have been happy, but... First strike lifelink. Another Thistledown player. Heartfire Hero is quite good. Next, all attacks. He has one black source, which I don't think there's a black trick. When it enters, put a +1/+1 on target creature without. That's fine. Draw a card. I think it's still resolve. I'd rather have the creature than resolve. Pass. My turn. He has me dead in the air, which is kind of perfect for drawing this. What about if we had one more mana? No, if we had two more mana. Yeah, we do this to block. one minion, not two. I can't really attack because they just double block and turn. So we just put the most power on the board, and we really need a buff. You know what? I keep it because I have the buffs. Maybe we get no blocks. We just take the risk, and if we get like the +2/+2, resolve. My turn. That is not what you want to see. Do we keep the strike force for defense? I actually don't think so. Okay. Do we now we use the planes? We have 3 defenders, 1 for the sky. If he got a land, then we win. But I mean, this is looking pretty good. So he needs to defend against. So I'm 1 damage short of lethal, but he has to kill one of his minions. So he has to block the 5/5 and the 3/1, which means I only do. Which means I'm dead on the. So I don't have lethal because he can do 2 blocks. End turn. If he kills my flyer, then I'm fucked. Okay. Can I get something, please? Can I get like a buff of some sorts? Oh my god. Do we give it? I mean, this trades perfectly with any of his. So there's. So he has to block 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we still don't have it, right? If he blocks 1, 2, 3, then we only do 4 damage. But this has vigilance, but that's the only thing that has vigilance. And he killed one of his creatures. No attacks. We're really on top duck wars. If he gets a kill spell, I'm fucked. I should have done this on that. That was very stupid of me. I should have cycled the... Oh, he also surveilled last turn, and that's what he wanted. Okay, well, we have to make the blocks. Okay, this survives come and get it. This has to block here. And then, what do we do? Nettle Guard or it's... Well, I think we do the Nettle Guard. 3 blockers. Permanency control, gain hexproof until the end of turn. If it gets this permanency control are also indestructible. That should be lethal. That should be lethal. Heartfire Hero. I completely forgot about Heartfire Hero, but hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching the Heartfire Hero saving the day. Let's go. I thought I'd lost that. I forgot about Heartfire Hero's ability. I also forgot about the cycle. Ooh, magic is tough. Heartfire Hero, like, really playing the long game. I love mice. The mice archetype is so cute. I thought otters were going to be my favorite because I love otters, but like the mice is where it's at, baby. 4-0. Let's go. This is such a good hand, but we can't keep it. We have to mulligan because we don't have the mana. Okay, this is a better hand, but we have our Raccoon Rallier, which is quite good. Might of the Meek, Dewdrop Cure. Keep 6, and then we pitch Dewdrop Cure? No, we pitch a land. Yep, that's exactly why we pitch a land. Can we get a 1 or 2 drop? We have about 6 million. No, I'm not gonna. My turn. No more land. But we have enough to play Seed Pod Squire. Well, we get Kind Spark Duo. Doesn't matter. Let's put red. Okay, tied on life total, and then we play Seed Squad Squire, and we get the +1/+1. We give it on him. I mean, okay, we still put the Seed Pod Squire, but gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. I'm not gonna haste it. I'm just gonna keep him for defense so that he stops being able to do the 1 damage. But I mean, he can still attack with his 1 damage creature. No attacks end turn. Yeah, we need to play a little bit of defense. If we get one of the Offspring cards, that would be kind of the nuts, which is fantastic. I will double block his Valley Rockcaller because it's squirrels, bats, lizards, rats, but not raccoons. Lizards, yes, lizards. So he does 3 damage to me. So I will double block him, and that's kind of the point. I mean, I wouldn't mind a disconnect. At this point, I'll get to 7-0 whatever way I can get. Yeah, he's doing pretty good, and I missed on my early ramp. Yeah, the scribe is good. I think I'll cycle the planes. And we keep that going. Do we want to cycle? We need to play defensively for a while. No attacks in turn. We will need to attack because he's able to do 1 damage to us every time. So we will attack next turn. He's doing at least 2 damage to us a turn. If he has another playful shove, that's going to be very, very painful. Yeah. Resolve. I think it's going to be... Do you drop Cure? And we keep Might of the Meek because the card draw is too important. If we can get the first strike mouse, that would be great. I mean, it's your go, bro. Not mine. Your go, bro. Like, all of a sudden you forgot how to end turn? We know you're gonna Kind Spark Duo, cast a spell. His deck is pretty good. But if we can get that Valiant Mouse... My God, come on, bro. He has no more timeouts left, so when that's done, his timeouts are done. Right? Your go, bro. He's just trying to do psychological damage. Yeah, it's the same amount of damage either way. So next, all attacks. Yeah, because there's a chance that he doesn't have lethal. Does he have? Yeah, draw a card, discard a card, draw a card. Yeah, we just had to go for it. We have 5 damage in the air. If we get a buff, Strike Force is good. He does 3 damage. That's fine. He has 2 mana. Okay, alright. The if we get plus damage, then it's kind of a win. What? Oh yeah, this has menace. Oh my god. That's so... Oh, he also... One of those is X life and you gain X life for X is the number of other squirrels, bats, rats. Good game. We have a chance to do this. Yeah, I can't afford to attack with anything except for this. Oh, we're dead. All he has to do is attack with gains menace until the end of turn. Well played. Good game. Yeah, we just didn't get any of our early game, unfortunately, and he was able to get it off. So the 7-0 is still a myth, but at this point, let's just try and get to 7. 4-1 so far is a good record. We need 3 more wins, come on, 3 more wins before 2 losses. We get a 2-drop, we get a 1-drop. Yeah, this is keep 7. We could use some mana. Okay, we're against good decks. Yeah, mana is good. So we can start activating. I'm not attacking, of course. We need 1 more mana to get... Good God. What a fucking start. No blocks because I need the buffs. Okay, cool. And we do this. Unfortunately, do we start targeting? Do we start buffing it? No, I think we just take the damage that we can get now. I should have done this. Well, oh. I mean, double splash portal. Like, we really need the White Wrath, or the White Wrath would be great. Okay, it's time to... Should we gift the fish? Yeah, we'll gift the fish. +2. Yeah, target player draws 2 cards. Because we need to draw an answer for these little creatures. I mean, he's just been getting the perfect draws. But because we have the Dewdrop Cure, we can double block his 3-tree Scribe, which I think we'll do. Of course, he still has... He has like 6 cards in his hand. Of course, he has a combat trick. Okay, but now he no longer can do the combat trick because he doesn't have the mana for it. Okay, we can't do this and Dewdrop Cure. We only have 2, right, in here? Yeah, 2, so we don't need to gift a card. Where are all of our combat tricks? I mean, if Frog's given enough time, they win every time. No blocks. Yeah, we just didn't have the time to... Yeah, it's over. 4-0, then 1-2. I mean, too little, too late. Osprey, auto pay. Activate only as a sorcery, unfortunately. Does this stop him from attacking somehow? It's just too little too late, I think. I mean, we gotta sacrifice things. And here comes the party trick to blow me out. He hasn't used any tricks so far. Target creature puts it. Oh no. I mean, honestly, at the bottom of my library at this point, because I need the Wrath. Wrath or bust. Yeah, good game. I'm just doing the things because I can do the things. Yeah, unfortunate. He got there a second too fast. He had a good start, but unfortunately our combos didn't go off until much later. (4-0 into 4-2). Can we break the four win streak? Curse. The four, not streak, but the 4 wins arena runs, because the last couple we've gotten 4s in. And we always say it's a good deck. It's a good deck. It should make it past 4, but unfortunately the draws aren't really rapidash. Nice. Do we mulligan this? No, I think we keep it. It's a bit slow, but we have Raccoon Rallier saving the day. End turn. Mountain. If you attack, that would be nice. But if you don't attack, that would also be nice. It gets +1/+0 until the end of turn, which isn't really that great. But we still do it, right? Do we Strike Force or do we Sword Master? I think we veteran Swordmaster. Auto pay. Yeah, giving it haste doesn't really matter at this point. No attacks, so I'd rather have the defenders. And then we have the veteran guard mouse against +1/+0 and first strike. He has drawn a lot of lands. Search your library for a swirl card, reveal it and put it in your hand. Okay. When you forage, you may draw a card. That's fine. Ramble Guard card captain is quite good as well. Yeah, we'll keep the removal. Let's just do one more attack. Okay, next turn we attack first or Bramble Captain. I think we Bramble Guard Captain. That's fine. How many cards does he have? There's only 2. Polywallop is fine. Bramble Guard Captain versus Mabel's Metal. Do we want to start using... Yeah, I think we need to start getting rid of his things. I should have done it the other way around. Whoops. I'm gonna do all this and then no attacks. I think Mabel's Metal will be good. Okay, why would you put it on the creature that can attack? I do not know. So yeah, we're Mabel's Meddling and probably Sonar Striking, so let's give the benefits of the doubt to this. Next. All attacks. Next. We need to start clearing some of his creatures. So giving that +1/+1 and giving that +2/+2. We can do Skazap's Brew. No, yeah, we can't do Sonar Strike, unfortunately. What are we getting rid of? I think Sonar Strike is kind of the weakest at this point. Because they're all like low creatures. Nah, let's get rid of the Nettle Guard. And we still don't fucking get a thing. Double Strike or Trample. That's kind of good. Finally, we needed this. Beginning of your combat, target mouse you get against your choice of Double Strike or Trample. Oh, we can do Offspring. So we put Double Strike? Yeah, Double Strike. And put it on here. Double Strike. Trample. Okay. I was not expecting that at all. And then we just win in the air, right? Yep, we will win in the air. Actually, we give it. He gets 3 life, but that's still lethal, Bray. Boom, and one more. Let's go. we got the damage that we needed to. Whew. We broke the 4-win curse. Can we do it 2 wins before 1 loss to make it a nice little trophy? I think it would be nice. We've obviously finished our quest, and then some. Did we get another quest that we weren't aware of? But if we can get 1 more win at the very least, then we get our rebuy for the gems worth it. We have Nettle Guard, Fire Hero, Valley Rally. This is a super keep. A little bit of interaction. Keep 7. Camera reading go first. That's fine. And then we just attack with the. Ooh. I think we just attack first, because we can come and get it. We have activation for the next one. Doesn't really matter what we do here, so we do Offspring 2. That's actually a good point. If we wait 1 more turn, then we get double Offspring, so which I think is very important. No attacks. Yeah, we just wait 1 more turn and then play double Manifold. Mouse, Offspring, Autopay. Double Strike and Trample. No, we just give Double Strike to both. Double Strike, all attacks. He's obviously got a spell. He's obviously got a trick in his hand. What does this do? Exile from return another creature from your graveyard to your hand, which he doesn't have another creature in his graveyard, so it's irrelevant. Use your kill spell. I know you've got it. I mean, at this point, Valley Rally plus Double Strike. Sure. Oh, he's just. If he replays the Nettle Guard, he's kind of in trouble. We kind of have. We have a lethal here. Gets +1/+0 and gains haste until the end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Oh, Season of Loss. Damn. That was so painful. That was the only thing that could blow us out. My God. We really need the draws. Oh, that season loss was so painful. It's +1/+1 and I can't do it. Next. End turn. Why didn't I play my planes? I have no idea. I could not tell you. Not that it matters, because the War Squeak is the only thing that matters, but we really need to rebuild the creatures. Alright, at this point. Do we just wait? It's +1/+0 and so we can do 5 damage to him now, but I think we wait. No attacks. End turn. Yeah, it feels like we lost because we had that killer Season of Loss, but resolve. Resolve. I think we just hit him on the counter swing, but we just need, yeah, not, it's too important. My thing, come on. Come on! Yeah, this also gives haste. I forgot about that. How much damage does he have on the backswing? Yeah, we're doing this. And we're hoping he trades. His idea is that we can give haste, and he can give trample. Alright, we need to draw a minion, and we need to draw him now. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? The game. He had both of his bombs. Yeah, this is just not. We just didn't draw any minions, unfortunately. And if we had just drawn one... Yeah, Season of Loss into Huxbuster Swarm. Yeah, it's just a good game. I'll let him kill me. Come on, do it! Okay, you know what? You decided to take too long. God damn, we had a really good deck, but unfortunately, we ran into Season of Loss. Are you kidding me? Yeah, 3 unfortunate losses in a row against 3 very good decks. It wasn't really misplays. We kind of happy with it. Claim all. We'll end this stream with a 7 open of only 1 mythic, but it's a mythic wild card, which we're happy about. Yeah, continue, claim, Clematory Wart, Seasoned Warren Guard, Gav, Iridescent Vine Lasher. That's pretty good. We will take a quick break. Anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Ciao.